Being a celebrity is much like walking on a high and narrow path, or maybe a tightrope. One small misstep and you fall fast and hard without hopes of ever getting up. Many celebrities have made this one mistake, which cost them their careers. In this video, we'll be checking out 12 celebrities who ruined their careers. Before we get to number 12, take a second and subscribe to Celeb Rant, and have your comments at the ready to leave below this video. Now, take it away, Manny. Number 12, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is probably one of the greatest boxers of all time, and was among the few who nearly dethroned the undefeated Floyd Mayweather. But the reason why Manny could never be as good as Mayweather was because he didn't solely concentrate on boxing. He tried making a career as a politician in the Philippines, and during his career as a politician, made some controversial statements that drove fans away from him. He showed no remorse for his remarks on homosexuality, and thus, his Nike contract was terminated, and he ruined his reputation. Number 11, Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan was a very promising child star, and she did great in her debut in the movie The Parent Trap, in which she was just 11. But her trouble with the law put her success on hold. In 2000, Lohan was arrested twice for driving under the influence of alcohol. She was also drug addicted and constantly in and out of rehab. Number 10, Anthony Weiner. Being horny often makes you do things you never planned on doing. Anybody want to share in the comments? The ironically named politician Anthony Weiner has a few of these instances to share. The former congressman wasn't aware of how to use Twitter properly and posted for the public to see something meant for a DM. Everyone saw a side of Weiner they wished he'd kept to himself. He did try to lie and say that his account was hacked, but nobody bought it. Now, Weiner's through. Number 9, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods' illustrious golfing career came to a nasty end when in 2009, more than a dozen women claimed to have had extramarital affairs with Woods. The cheating scandal was fueled by attention from the media. Things got ugly really quickly for Woods. On top of that, he also faced domestic abuse allegations. That's never good. Tiger, as a result, began losing all of his sponsorship deals, and with that, millions of dollars in just a matter of days. He did manage a comeback, but his glory days were surely gone. Number 8, Megan Fox. Being considered one of the most beautiful women on the planet, Megan Fox has had every chance of being the most successful Hollywood actress. But one statement ruined things for her. She was part of the Transformers series, but was released from the project after making harsh comments about director Michael Bay in Wonderland magazine. Fox claimed that the director was a complete Hitler on the set, that working with him was incredibly awkward due to his lack of social skills. After the comments, a few anonymous crew members wrote a letter bashing the actress's behavior on sets, and after the controversy, she was replaced with Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. After being kicked out of Transformers, Megan Fox's movies were less than impressive. She has yet to make her way back. But it could happen, right? Do you think Megan has a shot at a comeback? Let us know in the comments. Number 7, Dixie Chicks. Dixie Chicks were at the top of their game, releasing chartbusters after chartbusters, and they were the leading women in country music. But one mistake made their fans boycott their music. Lead singer Natalie Maines bashed President George Bush during a live concert in 2002, criticizing his policy decisions and stating that she was ashamed that the president was a Texan. This enraged people in the US, and the Dixie Chicks saw a nationwide boycott of their music. Should have stayed out of politics and just stuck to singing Goodbye Earl. Number 6, Kanye West. How is Kanye's career not ruined yet? You have to wonder how it's even possible considering the controversies this guy carries around everywhere he goes. Kanye's career apparently has infinite lives, which is why it's still holding on. West makes controversial statements every other day. He showed a fake naked Taylor Swift in a video, jumped the stage during Swift's VMA speech, confessing his love to Donald Trump, and then running against him for president. What's with this guy? Seems like Kanye is intentionally trying to ruin his career just to see what he can get away with. Number 5, Paula Deen. Paula was a pretty recognizable face on Food Network, and I love the way she says olive oil. But one statement destroyed her career as a celebrity chef. She was accused of racism by Lisa Jackson, who took her to court and also claimed that the celebrity chef made racist statements against the black community and unfortunately used the N-word. Paula Deen confirmed the allegations and downplayed them by saying that these were just jokes. Not funny. Paula Deen instantly saw all of her shows get canceled, and now she's nowhere to be seen. Number 4. Jared Fogle. Jared Fogle was Subway's most loved success story. Somehow he convinced the world that eating Subway sandwiches was a legitimate weight loss strategy. Have any of you tried the Subway diet? I did, and it did not work. Jared forgot to tell me not to eat the cookies. Turns out that wasn't his only mistake. It was discovered that Jared possessed child pornography videos and had committed other sexual crimes. Whoopsie-daisy! He was sent to prison for 15 years, which obviously ended his tenure as Subway's leading spokesperson. Now listen, you don't want to end up like Paula, and you definitely don't want to end up like Fogle. And the only way to be sure is to like and subscribe right now. Number 3. Randy Quaid. The comic actor was known for his impressive work and his problems with the law. His career failed because he fled to Canada to escape from unpaid bills and 2 arrests. He also made serious claims regarding the Hollywood Whacker Association and said that they were out to get him. Quaid was ultimately arrested in 2015. Number 2. Macaulay Culkin. You might recognize this kid from the famous Home Alone series. Macaulay Culkin was a really promising child star back in the day, and it seemed pretty obvious that he'd carry his fame to his senior acting career. But like many of the child stars, Macaulay Culkin self-destructed instead. The biggest reason behind his failure? His drug addiction, which absolutely ruined his life. He became ugly and unrecognizable, came down with some health issues, got into trouble with the law. Macaulay Culkin's career started as a fairy tale. Now his life is a complete nightmare. Number 1. Matthew Perry. If you have seen the iconic TV show Friends, you might remember its sarcastic Chandler. Well, Matthew Perry, aka Chandler, was considered a great actor during his time in Friends. But during the show, Matthew went through a terrible accident and as a result became addicted to painkillers. Even after he recovered, the drug addiction stayed with him and dismantled him as a person. He started gaining weight, became forgetful. After Friends, he tried getting into movies, but his acting was extremely underwhelming, and all of his movies were box office disasters. He also stopped maintaining his body, and even though he is 1 or 2 years younger than the rest of his Friends co-stars, at this moment, he looks at least 10 years older than them. That's all for today, folks. Hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more amazing content from our channel, press the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can get notified whenever we post a video or an update. And until then, good night.